Hello, everybody. Welcome to our final Money Mondays. My name is Lawrence,
My name is Jaden. You can call me Orion.
and today we'll be talking about financial future. So this will be our last Money Mondays, as I mentioned, and today is all about what do you want to do with your future? What is your career aspirations, and how we can get you there, and how to take those steps. So let's get into the objectives. So we want to learn action steps to take during high school to plan for your future, paying for college or other certifications, and understanding the steps to starting a side hustle. So yeah, most of y'all, I'm guessing, are in high school, and this is where we really start planning our future. So we see, how do you make the vision real? So what will it take to make your vision real? Research and practice. So whether you are thinking about going to a college for a career you already have picked out, you want to research that college and see, is it predicated to what I'm trying to study? Or if you don't want to go to college, maybe trade school may be your career path. Whatever you want to do, look for the certifications that you want to get, what to need to be required, and then you could take it from there and practice. A mentor, somebody to guide you throughout your way. This could be somebody you have in school, your counselor, an uncle, anybody who can guide you throughout your path. A college degree, as I was saying before, if you have a practice like a lawyer, a doctor, see what qualifications you need for that, and a college degree may be beneficial to you, or a certificate or a license. Other options is going to a trade school, and you would just have to get a license.
Shamira Haley says, "Do you have to pay for trade school?"
So yeah, we'll get into like some of the other aspects, but some trade schools you can have methods of reduce the cost, but yes, you have to pay for trade school.
Unless you go to high school for it, then
Yeah.
you only have to pay for the test.
hmm
Hmm.
Yeah. So let's start. Let's see what would be the process starting as a freshman or a sophomore. So you want to start a savings fund for your future goals, small or big. You don't have to start with an overwhelming goal. You crawl, you walk, and then you run. Talk to people that work in the field that interests you. So we got Bright Future Fridays, which this is why we have it, to pick a variety of people who may interest you in a field that you like. We had Build, we had Serve, and you just basically getting information and knowledge from people who are already experienced in that field. Ask school counselor for help in creating a resume. Creating a resume can be a little difficult, but if you have people to like guide you, then they can help you format it, put things on there, and try many extracurricular activities. So extracurricular activities, whether you join the chess club, anime club, basketball, you want to try to get as much as you can, because that will help you with your financial aid, because more extracurricular activities you do, that can bring in some money. I know somebody, last Youth Advisory Council member Tyler, he had did a few extracurricular activities, and that had helped him get a full ride. So it's a lot of things you can do. So look around in your school, see some after school activities. I would really recommend. And juniors and seniors, continue building a savings fund for your future goals. Create a list of Create a list of required education for your dream career. If considering college, start researching programs and costs. Visit colleges, business where you want to be after high school, and foster good relationships with 2 to 3 teachers or counselors for future reference for work or school. So these, as a junior, when you really start to get a direction of where you want to go, you will always, like, for example, having research, whether it's like the college cost, how much you need to pay, or what trade school you want to go to. And later on in the slide, we're going to see different financial routes you can take to pay for college or trade school. So you just want to make sure you have that researched.
Choosing a career. If a college degree is required, will you need a bachelor's degree, master's, or a law degree, etc.? Consider consider private along. Wait, hold on. Consider private along with public schools. Consider your return of investment, ROI, for short. Revisit colleges and interview current students for information about your college. If a college degree is not required, what are the skills required? Do you need to go to school? Do you need to do anything extra? Um, Research companies and job descriptions to, at least get a little bit more intel. Interview employees and find a mentor and start networking.
Yeah, so with all these things, especially, I remember my teacher, this is basically all about assessing your career. So I want to be a journalist. That's my desired career. And in my senior year of high school, my teacher put me on with connecting me with other writers he knew so I could get a chance to talk to them. So when assessing your career, doing these things help you, figure out if this is something you actually want to do. If this is something you want to pursue, you want to know the ins and out of it. And really, I really would nail in getting somebody who is experienced in the field because you would really get a great perspective from them. And if you don't, as I said, don't want to take the college route, you can look into what skills I need to have, what whether it's hard skills or soft skills. What do I need? Or companies, look at the companies you're interested in working for, and see if you fit that role. So, yeah, those are really important. And interviewing employers or employees in that role, once again, give you the ins and out of how that job will be conducted and if it's right for you. So
Now, for
yeah,
the people in the comments, what would your career be? What's your dream career,
yeah. Let us know.
and how did you pick it?
Uh, uh, um, what's the difference between a job and a career? A job is usually paid hourly and doesn't really come with employee benefits, retirement, health, and paid time off, and little to no training required. Hold on, I can't really see that. You feeling that you are only there to pay the bills because you have to. All right. Now, career is usually paid in a salary, uh, and often. Oh, hold on. Um, Often includes employee benefits, may require an advanced degree, training, or knowledge and skill, uh, and a feeling that you are fulfilling your purpose. I can't see
So
that.
yeah, so basically, a career is something you would invest yourself in long term. So we see like a clothing brand and entrepreneurship. That's something you would have to, it'll take a while to build up. This is more so when a job you'll see that it's for the short term. It could be considered like a side hustle. So yeah, family nurse. Yep. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, with careers, you really want to, as we said, do the research because this is something you will be doing for your entire life. Hopefully, if everything goes well.
And a clothing brand entrepreneur. If we had a motto when it comes to money, what would it be? We both have a motto.
It's funny you say that because one of our icebreakers we were
Mm-hmm.
discussing is what is a mantra you have, and a motto that I have coming to money is penny turn into a nickel, nickel turn into a dime, dime turn into a quarter, quarter turn into a dollar, dollars add up. Let's get this money.
Money.
So that's basically so what I'm basically saying with that is you will start off small, but money adds up, and this doesn't even just account with money, and which we will talk about later on when we see the iceberg about your career is that you won't start off immediately at the top. You will have to take what you have and start building from the ground up. And a lot of people don't see the hardships that you have to endure. So take it slow by slow. One of my other favorite sayings, crawl, you walk, then you run, because it shows that it's a process. You won't get anything immediately. You have to take it step by step and don't overwhelm yourself. And even with smart goals we are talking about, you want to make sure your goals are realistic because you don't want to overwhelm yourself. So with that motto is something that I really love because it shows you even if you have smallest amount of money, it can grow to something. So look at what you have now and just don't try to downplay it. Don't beat yourself up. See what can I do with this. It's life and everything, you know. So yeah, that's what motto I have pertaining to money, career, or just motivation in general. Let us know your mottos in the chat.
Mhm. There's another saying: "Get your money up, not your funny up." Unless you're a comedian, then you can do both.
A dream career. As I said, I want to be a journalist. Ideally, I want to be a travel journalist. So I want to explore the world. I really want to see different cultures, see different countries, and I want to write about it. So yeah.
For me, it would be a paleontologist. I like really love history, and knowing that the things that came before you that you didn't get to see personally, but discovering that it's very interesting to me.
Yeah.
I would say a neurosurgeon
No,
because I like to help people in need, even if people doubt that the chances of survival is slim to none.
hmm
So
Yeah, that's our motivation, y'all. So, talking about the cost of attending college. So, with each college, you will be able to look at the tuition, whether it's the University of Maryland, College Park, Eastern Shore, Bowie. You want to look at that to see if the cost fits your pockets. And even when you get financial aid, you want to start comparing college prices because there are a lot of expensive schools. So on here, you see like they'll have a list from you, whether it's like grants you received, school scholarship, in-state scholarship if you're going state, and you would want to add it all up, and then you want to see how it compares to your college expenses, which we'll get more into later as we go down the slides. Yeah, so billable expenses, just to get into that, is like what they can actually count, like your tuition, the classes you're paying for, and the non-billable ones is like your travel expenses, maybe the books you have to get. Those are things that they really can't gauge. It can varies. So ways for paying for college. So we have grants, we have work study, loans, scholarships, gifts, side hustle, a child savings account, and tax credits. Now the most common one I feel would be grants and scholarships. That's the way. If grants can be awarded from a school directly, and you also get like a Maryland grant for like if you going in state, they can help pay for some money. You have work study, which is you can do this on your FAFSA, financial aid assistance, where you will work on campus. They'll give you a job at your college to help you pay uh, for the tuition. Now, with this, they don't actually add this on your total financial aid bill, so you will want to deduct work study. Loans, I have a lot of loans, which you have to pay back in the future. You got subsidized, and those are the ones that keep on growing. And you have a variety of different loans. Those I was trying to avoid loans because, as y'all know, student debt can be a crippling thing, but they have been like there's programs to pay it off. So even when you taking a loan, start looking into how you plan to pay it off, or yeah, things of that nature. You know, and scholarships. We have like programs like College Bound, which awards you scholarships, or you could do intern. Like I remember I entered an essay contest. I was able to win one, or as we were saying earlier, for your extracurricular activities, they may award you a scholarship for playing ball or being in a chess club or for whatever reason they want. And gifts and side hustles. So gifts can be birthday money you receive, Christmas money you receive that you could put towards your college payment, or you can use that towards your side hustle. Side hustle, we can break this down into like maybe having a part-time job. I know I have a part-time job. That's like my little side hustle. Or if you want to start building your own, I know we had an entrepreneur in the chat. Maybe you want to start selling candy or your clothing brand. You want to start that early. That could be like a side hustle that you do and you develop it even bigger. So yeah.
what skills do you have? Do you prefer long time side hustles? No, it may take a long time to start making money, or do you prefer a short-time side hustle? It can possibly make you money quicker. Now, the thing about long-term side hustles is that it will take a long time, yes, but it's more profitable. Like mowing lawns,
Mhm.
you can gradually come up in your business, and you can still make more money while doing it. While while short term side hustles, you make money quicker, yes, but you don't make that much money.
Mhm. Yeah, and as Jaden perfectly put, long term is an investment. It's something you would rather than a short term side hustle. You just trying to get money real quick, on the fly. But if this a long term hustle you have, this is often probably play into the career you want to have. So just keep that in mind. You just start building the stepping stones.
If you already have a job and you have a car, um, I would recommend you to actually do Uber or do Lyft because it it's like having more spending money. You can put your money that you put inside of your job for other stuff.
Hmm. Yeah, and even if if you have free time on your hands, I know I was having free time on my hands. I wasn't really doing anything but watching TV, anime. I'm saying, hey, maybe I should start to get a job, make up for that lost time where I could be making some money. So it's like something you could do on the side real quick if you want to make a little bit of change. So yeah.
Chevrolet Gray says, "What advice would you give for someone who is still figuring out life, money, career, etc.?" For me, for career, I would say find something that you love doing, something that you could find yourself doing for the rest of your life.
Let that be a sport like soccer,
Mhm.
basketball, baseball, football,
Mhm.
anything.
Yeah, and even now, that's still a goal I have. When I first went into college, I was supposed to be a business major, but business wasn't the major I wanted to pursue. I wanted to be journalism, but I was hearing all this talk. Journalism is very competitive. It doesn't guarantee anything, so I got a little deterred. So if I was to give you advice, you have to do something. We understand it's a balance. You have to do something that makes you happy, but you want to have a sense of security, which something that I'm pretty sure many young folks, especially when you go to college, struggle with. So you don't have to rush anything. We all still young, so really starts the this where the research come in and the extracurricular activities come in. So not only are you getting the knowledge, you are getting the experience. Okay, I like chess. Maybe you can do something with that. Or I like basketball. I like selling candy or whatever it is. Even with all of these experience with side hustles, extracurricular activities, and doing the research will help you, start to gain an understanding. And even as you progress in life, you still may have those questions of, is this something I really want to do? So I'll say something that's just something you're gonna have to embrace. That's just something you're gonna have to accept. But
Make sure to tell us your legal side hustles.
where you go. Yeah.
Optional. Um, you've chosen a side hustle. Now what? Do you need to build uh,
Clientele.
a clientele? Do Dang, these are so far away. Keep it close. Do you need a marketing strategy, logo? Where can people find you? Ha- hold on. Have you set up your form of payments? Uh, so I would say for marketing, you should create a social media page first, and then you can create your logo on whatever website you want. Um, but I would prefer you to already have a platform on social media before you try to make another page for your marketing, just so you can have more people supporting you.
Hmm. And when it says so clientele, building a clientele, basically who is going to be your customer base? Are you directing your product towards anybody specific? How are you going to reach that to them? And with marketing, yeah, how are you going to advertise it? But you can have the best product in the world, but if it's not marketed, if it's not put it out there, then it will just go ignored. I know plenty of restaurants, black owned businesses that has really good food or services, but
It's just the
the
marketing.
marketing, not a lot of people know about them. And we can also, if you do see like a business that you really enjoy, we can also help push that out there. But what Jaden was saying, social media, it really is a great networking atmosphere where you could get your product or your business out to a lot of people, and it will be a process, you know. So yeah, in which we will dive into more later. And here it is right here. I really do enjoy this iceberg illusion. So as you see at the top, you see success. This is what you achieved. This is you see all those businesses, those artists, the people in that field. They're at the top, and you look. This is what you want. This is what you desire. But you have to keep in mind the things that people don't see. And what don't you see? You don't see the hardships. You don't see the failures. You don't see the sacrifices or disappointments. And let's say, with that entrepreneurship, if you want to sell some candy or food, it's going to be a lot of slow days. There's going to be a lot of days where you're not making any money. There's going to be a lot of days where things just aren't going your way. You could be that person that starts off and expect that success to hit immediately, but you're going to be disappointed and you ultimately going to give up because you you didn't consider the hardship that it will take, and you can't handle it. So don't only fiend for success. Enjoy the process. And once again, I'll go back to it. Penny turn into a nickel, nickel turn into a dime, dime turn into a quarter, quarter turn into a dollar. It starts off small. You won't automatically start with a dollar. So with that in mind, do y'all have, let's see in the comments, like, do y'all have any like hardships or reservations that y'all have about your careers? What is something like y'all working on that y'all may feel is difficult? How do y'all plan on solving it? I know with journalism, writing could have been like really difficult for me because sometimes you just have that writer's block. Sometimes you can't think, and another thing is you would get discouraged when somebody showing somebody your writing, whether it's like an English teacher or somebody who just writes, and they say, "Oh, no, I'm not feeling this. I don't think it's good." It's going to be, it could be deterring, but you just got to realize this is a process. It comes with the game. It comes with life. So with that journalism being my career, I got to accept that it's going to be things that I have to work on. There's going to be a lot of things that won't go my way. But if I want to reach that top of success, you have to keep on going. It's a bottom, and there will be a top.
Mhm.
So,
I feel like with the same thing with writing also happens to artists where like they
mhm,
see a vision in their head, but sometimes they just can't get it on paper and they have to build their way up to the success that they picture in their mind.
mhm. And when you talk to your mentors, talk to the people who is at the top of that field. During Bright Future Friday, a question that I love to ask is like, tell me about your process. How did you get here? Because rather than just talking about, okay, what am I doing now, we gotta learn about your past. What was the requirements that it took to get to the top of your field or get in the position you are in now? And these are the things we want to have to know. And with all the hardships, I would say, even now, I'm just learning. You got to accept it. You got to accept it. You can't run from it. If with a career on the long term, you're not just accepting the good. You will be accepting the bad. But if you want the rainbow, you got to put up with the rain. So, yeah. So I want to stick around for any questions, y'all. I would love to see like if y'all have any career plans, if y'all have anything y'all want to talk about, and yeah. So while we waiting, do y'all have any like hardships of like or something that y'all are working on in your career
I
field?
would say maybe it's the communication with others
Hmm.
because like with my family, it's so easy to talk to them, but I need to get that way with everyone else.
Hmm. Yeah.
So, bro, good. Um, I always say the same thing. I'm really bad at socializing with people that I don't even know firsthand. And one time I had to participate in a group where I didn't even know any of these people, and I only worked with them one time.
Hmm.
It wasn't good. I'm gonna just say that.
Yeah, I see a comment of the cost of Towson University is expensive. Yeah, being somebody who went through the college process and even dealing with it now is like those expenses are are no joke. So yeah, really do the research and brace yourself, prepare yourself. So yeah, if there's not any questions anymore, we would just like to thank y'all for us.
I'll leave you off. I'll lead you off with one of my mantras.
Talk to us.
Why shoot for the ceiling when you can shoot for the stars?
Mm,
I want y'all to think about that.
mm. And by that logic, while shooting for the stars, you might hit the ceiling a couple times, but you're gonna let that stop you from getting
Never
to the
let
sky.
that deter you.
Don't let that deter you.
Never let that.
You might hit the
Take the
ceilings a
stairs,
few
man.
times.
Just take the stairs.
I'm thinking of animation. I heard that was really hard. The workplaces aren't the best. You get paid a little bit for what you're doing.
Dang, you
I'm
trying
not the complete opposite, bro. I'm not trying to deter it, but be aware of that, and don't let that stop you from doing what you truly love.
Yeah, I love me some good animation. Any of y'all watch Jujutsu Kaisen? Let's not even talk about that Gear 5.
Oh,
I
I can't wait for Shibuya. Shibuya.
I'm thinking of watching Jujutsu Kaisen.
Probably do YouTube. So this even applies more to YouTube while you're building. I don't know. It's a process with that. You see all the best YouTubers. And they even talk about it. You're gonna have a lot of times where you want to quit, but what makes them like at the top, I feel like, is that consistency. That consistency to post for a month straight, even when you're getting 3 views on a video. That consistency to post for a year straight when your subscriber count isn't moving. That consistency to still posting even if you aren't getting that much attention. But you keep on going because if this is a career that you really are, invested in, then just keep on going. So yeah. So
Did you have any advice for me?
any advice? Yeah. I know here's the thing, I think the best advice is always the one you hear every day. It's the most simplest ones, keep on going. Something you hear every day. But I feel like those really the best ones. Like, and if you really get to master those ones, really thinking about those ones. And I know every time I hear it, it's like, oh, you're not telling me anything new. I hear this all the time, but it's how good habits get built. You just keep on hearing it, keep on doing something, keep on going. And it may seem really simple, but it's really difficult. So when you have somebody to tell you that to keep you in check. Our first Money Monday, we was talking about having like a buddy, accountability buddy, to help monitor, your spending. This is something you can apply to anything for real. Having a good circle of friends that hold you accountable, but also push your dream, because those are the people that's going to make you better. My supervisor, Mr. Richard, he told me something. He said, you want to surround yourself with people who are smarter than you. And by that, he is saying you want to surround yourself with people you can learn from. You want to surround yourself with people you can build off of, not around people who are negative, people who try to bring you down. And I'm sure y'all have had experiences where maybe that close friend of yours, they are playing with your dreams and it makes you feel bad about yourself. But you can't surround yourself with that energy. You don't let anybody talk down on your dream, or don't keep that negative energy around you, because it's really no need. So if y'all have something y'all really passionate about, whether it's YouTube, whether it's being an entrepreneur, maybe it's being a doctor, being a journalist, keep on going. Talk to people in that field. Talk to people who is serious, about your dream. So yeah, that's. I know it's really simple. I know it's really generic, but I feel like those are the ones that resonates with me at least the most. So
You should always create a positive mantra for yourself.
always, that's why turning a penny into a nickel into a dime into a quarter into a dollar add up. Money. But yeah, that's we were talking too much. That's the end of Money Mondays, y'all. Thank you guys so much, and
Thank you all for watching.
Thank